Dude, what is that? It's been 5 years since I've seen this truck. 2006 is the last time I've seen this. This is a 2012 Toyota Tacoma X Runner, and it's probably one of my favorite Tacomas. I'm in Wisconsin. We need four-wheel drive, and we've got snow and blah blah blah. So these little two-wheel drive trucks like this machine don't make it up here that often. But back in beginning of March, we clicked the box, ordered ourselves an X Runner, and so we got a little two-wheel drive sport truck to offer for sale up here in Madisn this spring and summer. X Runner is a really cool truck. You start with a access cab, and that's what we have, cab and a half, Tacoma. Then you give it a TRD Sport Package, hood scoop, grill, painted mirrors, door handles, and then you give it some extra body cladding on the bottom. So this is one of the only trucks you'll see from Toyota that have that ground effects package on the bottom of it. In the old days, it was just called an S Runner or a Sport Runner, but when they redesigned the Tacoma to what you see today, back in 2005, 2006, they called it X Runner. And the X Runner because of an extra X brace underneath the truck that gives more rigidity to the frame for cornering. The engine is the standard 4-liter V6 that you find in any other Tacoma V6 truck. X Runner is only offered with a 6-speed manual transmission, and of course, this has all of that. But that extra suspension part is right underneath this bumper here. So they take and they make an X brace underneath the truck, and it's this here. So it comes from the back, and there's a Bilstein shock underneath there, just like a normal TRD Sport truck. This has Bilsteins, but these Bilsteins are more street tuned, so the suspension's very stiff, not allowed to give up and down, so that this thing handles really well. But then this extra X brace comes off of that rear suspension mount, comes back here to where the hitch would be, and then moves on to the other side of it. Other things that the X Runner you get a big ass sway bar. So that bar right there, and that links the suspension together just behind the rear differential, so it gets a little better look. But those little pieces are what make an X Runner an X Runner. There's a picture of the sway bar. That sway bar goes behind the rear differential and links back up with the suspension underneath there. Big sway bar, so we're really trying to make this thing rigid. And you know what's really cool? It's a TRD Sport truck, so you get all the cool things of a normal TRD Sport. You get a 400-watt deck-mounted power outlet, so that's an outlet in the bed like you'd have in the garage. It'll do 400 watts. You get a light composite bed. Light's going to be good for this truck because this one's meant to go fast. So I'm having a big, heavy steel bed. This is a double-wall composite. If you care, new for 2012. Got some new tie-down hooks in 2012. The deck rail system with the 4 tie-down cleats remains. But this isn't about that. This isn't about utility. This is about a really cool pickup truck. The wheels and tires are special to this truck. Those are 18s, and that tire is incredibly wide. 245 I thought it was, but let's just take a look. And if I put my hand on here, look how wide this tire is. Dude, that thing is huge. It's wearing 255 45 18s. Specifically, they put some Bridgestones on here. That's nice. Little chrome tip because it looks cool. Little extra molding on the back ground effects because it looks cool. And that's something that's new for 12. You look at the roof up there. I call it a shark fin, but it really is the XM radio antenna. This truck has AM, FM, XM, USB port for an iPod, Bluetooth for your cell phone. You can stream your music wirelessly. But this thing is just all kinds of cool. If you haven't seen the access cab, really nice setup here. It's cab and a half. Really nicely set up with 2 bucket seats up front for the driver and passenger. TRD Sport seat, so there's extra bolster on the side of it. It's a nice seat, so if you want to go around corners fast, that seat offers some support to not sliding out of the seat. You get radio controls on the steering wheel. You get Bluetooth phone controls on the steering wheel. It's them on the bottom. Got a backup camera, compass and temperature gauge in the mirror. And check this out. Dude, there's a subwoofer. Amplifier and subwoofer all enclosed. There's a switch in the bottom. Switch the subwoofer on, switch it off. Little light back there that turns on, the blue one, so you know you got something going on back there. And then some reasonable utility. Probably more utility friendly than people friendly, but you can get your friends around in a pinch. Pretty sweet rig. Both of the doors open on both sides. So there you have it. It's been years since I've seen it, so I was excited to see this machine. That's a 2012 Toyota Tacoma X Runner. 6-speed manual at the 4-liter V6. List price, $27,300. It's Nate Riesen with Jon Lancaster Toyota. Leave a comment, ask a question, send an email. Take care. Have a good day.